So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit.
Good afternoon, everybody. Gretchen here. I'm going solo on this project. I'm going to do REN and Chinchilla's chalk outlines. This has been one that's been requested from like the get-go from mid-March since we started the reaction channel. So I just wanted to get going on this, and I'm not going to delay. Let's just get going.
Still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. Walk around in a floating chalk outline. So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe.
As always, wow, that's heavy. Balance on my toes so that on the gallows so I can breathe. Take this in the morning, maybe you won't be floating in the chalk outlines. I mean, that's just all, it's very deep. Obviously, it was kind of going back to the songs like Seven Sins and Suicide and kind of the heaviness that brings, and just the environment again that he's choosing to record this in is like, you know, isolated, run down, not well kept location that just kind of sets the stage for this is just a person who is feeling unkept, uncared for, maybe, and on the edge. I don't know. Needs some serious house renovation.
In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, my, oh my, my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, my, oh my, my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
So when he's talking about the chalk outlines, I mean, obviously you think of when someone has passed away and you're at a murder scene and forensics comes around and does the chalk outline of the person. So you're thinking of death, but you're not there yet, and you're going to erase that chalk outline and maybe make a different outcome, or something along that lines is where we're going. I don't know, but I love the line where he says he's going to bury his smile, and bury himself with a smile, and then little by little, with new habits, it's like you have to take baby steps. And when you're in a down, low place, you got to take baby steps in finding what's going to bring you out from those gallows, what's going to take that noose from around your neck, you know, and like in REN, the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know, so what are those little habits that you're going to start doing, and baby steps towards getting those chalk outlines erased and not going that direction? And that's kind of for everybody to choose, you know, of their own circumstances, their own preferences, their own life surroundings. What are you going to do? You know, what can you do to start taking steps away from the outcome being that chalk outline? All right, let's keep going.
Oh mama, oh mama, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything. Take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. The feeling goes and you draw a chalk outline.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I bury myself with a great big smile. Oh mama, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh mama, erase ourselves.
Boy, sorry to stop it right there, but man, the lyrics just makes me wonder, are they talking about erasing ourselves, like, again, trying to go back and maybe do some course correction and change our habits, and the whole I buried myself with a great big smile, meaning that person to me is gone. I am no longer that person. I've now put on a happy face, and I am trudging forward in a more healthy and positive way to make some good changes in my life. Because, you know, like, again, with REN, and I just relate to him so much, and I know that you've seen our videos, and I keep saying it, but, you know, he made the conscious choice to not choose suicide after he saw what it did to Joe's family, and he couldn't have put his own family through that. And being a person who has also dealt with suicide personally, you come to a point where you're like, that person can no longer exist. That person has to go away. Like, there's a chalk outline around that old me that's gone. They're forensically, you know, evaluated, examined, and from now there's a birth of a new person, and we got these new habits, and we're gonna take step by step. And by the way, as you go along, there's a pill so that you don't have to cry. There's a pill so that to help you smile. I mean, it's just such a, she's amazing. I had never heard Chinchilla. I've never heard this song, but I've never heard Chinchilla at all. And so she's incredible. And of course, REN's voice is just, I mean, it's just a beautiful voice that man has. The two of them sound amazing together.
We trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh mama, erase ourselves. It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change, all things change. It's such a perfect day, it's a beautiful shade, it's a beautiful shade. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh mama, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh mama,
erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Wow. Goosebumps. Major goosebumps. Wow. So, again, like, I just feel like that's the message that I receive from that song. Again, as a person who I've been through a lot with my health and loss of career and all of that, and just feeling totally lost and worthless, and just after a couple of failed attempts with ingesting a lot of pills, I feel like my relation to this song personally is that there could have been chalk outlines as the end of my story, and instead they were erased and I was allowed to move on. And again, you're afraid to be okay because you don't know what might come. I mean, yeah, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Like, thankfully I have a very supportive spouse who has done nothing but lift me up and build me up, and who knows what's coming next. We choose life and we live it. And from there you just put on a big old smile and carry on. And man, thank you to all who recommended that song to me. I feel like you probably knew that would mean something directly to me, and it did, and I appreciate the recommendation. And you guys are all wonderful. I hope I didn't bore you with this reaction, but I didn't full on cry, so I'm making some progress. Rentherapy is real. All right, you guys, I love you. Have a great day, smile, and make somebody else's day a little bit brighter.